welcome to today's video. I'm going to be blatantly honest. I have had a bit of mental health struggle the past few days. Well, probably almost a week now, I guess, but I have just struggled and been feeling really down. So today I fixed my hair and I'm going to try to get the house caught up and back to a cleaner state so that my mind can feel cleaner and more empty, and I will be able to function better. There's nothing specific, I guess, that caused or that happened to cause me to kind of get down. My mom had to have a surgery, but it's something she's had before. I was worried given that I recently lost my dad, but it was, I don't know, that and just life, I guess, everything compiling all at once, and I was just exhausted and tired and crying and just a lot going on, just a mental health day struggle, or mental health days, I guess I should say. But I am ready to try to push myself past it and get back to functioning better and taking care of my family. So today I am going to try to reset my mental health in a way. And I've done my hair, so I feel better. I'll do my makeup in a little bit, which is pretty much just some mascara and maybe some eyeliner and lip gloss. But and try to clean up my house, and it definitely needs it because I've been having some struggles with my mental health and stuff. I've not been on top of things or telling my kids to do things as much, so things have slipped through the cracks and life has compiled, and it's like a tornado, and you will see the disaster that is my house, and I need to try to get it together so that I can get back to taking care of things throughout the week and with the upcoming holidays and all, and try to get my spirits back up so that I can enjoy life again. Thanks for being with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. So I've started off in my bedroom by cleaning up, and now I'm vacuuming. And I'm just going to be kind of doing whatever I feel is most important to try to get the house together to help make the most difference for. I think we all just have off days and times where we're just struggling to do our normal everyday things, and having to just really push ourselves through it. And I had just had several in a row, and it was getting hard for me to even push to do the normal things. And I have fallen behind on different daily chores and things like that. And then it ends up being so much that then I don't have the energy to try to reset and start back at a better spot. And I was just like, I have to do something to try to get myself back and going. So that's what I'm doing today. And then my son had had a nosebleed, so I ended up having to take the sheets off and stuff and treat it. Um, but I don't actually show me putting it in the washer in this video. I'm doing other laundry first, but I did go ahead and strip the bed and put new sheets on it. And now I'm starting some other regular laundry that needed done, darks and things like that, because of course I always have laundry to do. It's never ending. So I'm getting that going, and gonna head up and fold some that I had in the dryer, and after I let it fluff. And then I fold all this laundry and get it put away, and then I start um kind of working on, I guess it's a vision board, but I'm not much into the vision board. Like, you can see the manila folder thing on my wall by my desk in the background of this clip right here. But I'm planning to use it to put kind of like dream board or inspiration or goals or whatever you want to call it. Just to kind of have that visual to look at and keep my mind focused on what I'm working toward and what I'm wanting, and so I can keep reminding myself to get up and do the daily grind and keep working at it, whether it's a mental health thing or marriage or personal house goals or anything like that, career, whatever. So now I'm showing, I went on Pinterest and actually saved some images, and then I'm going on to Canva and putting them on the pages so I can print them out, but not have them be, like a full sheet of paper for one image. And that way it's more size to fit. And now I'm just going through and trying to guess at what will be the best size that I'll still be able to read them, but that will fit on the envelope better, and or the manila folder better, because I didn't want it to take up too much space, but yet I wanted to be able to have it visually, present in my room and keep an eye on it. And I just saved like some images of homes that I like the exterior design of, or library areas, or different quotes that I liked the saying of for mental health purposes. And um I would love to one day have like an indoor library like in my home, or like built-ins and stuff like that. So I have that on my as my part of my goals or whatever, and just some other mental health type quotes and about careers, and your own dream career, and you're the author of your life. At certain points in our lives, I feel it is important to keep your goals in mind and present. And I am just in a spot in my life right now that I could use any extra encouragement or motivation. So I thought that having this that I can look at and view every day, and in a spot that I'm going to frequently see, will help me to be able to keep things in perspective and in my mind, the forefront of my mind, to help continue to remind me what I'm working for, and um, what I want in life, and just different goals and ambitions that I have. And some are very big goals that, yeah, realistically, I may never reach, but they are things that I still want to try to strive for. And it's certainly, I'm never going to be upset that I tried. I'll put it that way. um, it is something I will not regret working toward. So, I wanted to try to give myself a visual, because sometimes it gets so hard to remember what we're working toward and striving for. So, here I printed them out, and now I'm cutting everything out so that I can get it put up on the manila folder um, in my room, where it will be seen and it will help remind me. And I know some of you had requested me put in about going through paper clutter and things like that. And I actually have a stack of stuff from my kids' school, where they get sent home papers and stuff all the time. So I am going to be sure and film that in my next video, me going through it. But I will obviously have to film it at a certain angle, because for privacy purposes, some of it may have, names or anything like that. But and then I'm also showing me actually throwing away all that scrap paper where I had cut out, cleaning up that mess. And then I'm just showing me kind of putting things together here. And for whatever reason, I guess all of it did not print out. So I actually end up having to go back and print out the rest, and put up the rest at a later time. But I wanted to show me putting up the majority of what I had went ahead and printed and cut out here. And I like glancing up at it every now and again. It's funny because it's like certain days something will stand out to me more than others, and I guess it is probably just wherever my brain is at on that particular day. And then here I'm showing the questions that I had looked up to put on to answer and then put on pictures or quotes. So if y'all want to pause that and look at it, you can. And then of course I'm downstairs swapping some laundry again. And I am taking care of my twins in between all of this. So sometimes it may seem like, a few minutes has passed, but really in real life, sorry, it may have been like an hour or so, in between me being able to pick up the camera and film because I am taking care of my 3-year-old twins. And life is still going on in the background, and I'm having to get snacks or fix lunch or breakfast or things like that. Um, and I have to film in between, real life. And I don't always get to film everything I would like to, and that's okay. I'm working with a tiny tripod this week. A big replacement one should be coming in this weekend, and then I will be able to get back to my normal recording, I guess, ability. It really makes a difference having the big tripod and not having to stack things up and use a tiny one. And so hopefully I will be able to get better angles and shots for y'all again and do more filming and it be so much easier. But I had my littles coming in and kind of helping coach me through and cheer me on while I was loading the dishwasher. Um, but anyway, and then I'm like matching up sippy cups and getting those put away. And then this is some clothes that I had took to Clothes Mentor and sold. And this is what they did not buy because they either had too many in stock or um, it was like out of season of what they're buying right now, or for whatever reason they decided to pass on. So I'm going through because they told me to hold on to the summer items and to please bring them back in March. So I guess it was things they really wanted to buy, they just weren't buying right now. So I was going through and anything they passed on, instead of trying to hold on to it or resell it on Marketplace or something like that, I'm just going to donate it because I have so much stuff in my house right now that it's not worth it for me to hold on to and continue to try and try and try to sell it. I would rather just get rid of it and let somebody that needs it use it. And I'm coming in here and cleaning up the toilet because with young children potty training and young boys and stuff, the toilet always needs some attention. So, I'm coming in and cleaning that up. And like I said, I'm trying to mostly just hit the main spots of my house that need the most attention or that will make the most visual impact. There's still like a bunch of liquid in here, so I'm going to put a washcloth down in there to soak it up and use it to clean the rest of the toilet and get a little bit more out of this. I don't know if anybody else does things like this, but there was still probably like a cup of the antibacterial solution in the bottom of that. So I like to toss in a washcloth or microfiber cloth or something like that and soak it up and then use it to wipe everything down. And as you can see, I'm like folding it around so I'm not using the same side to continually wipe stuff. Um, but I like to do that, and I figure it's just another way to try to get a little bit more out of those disposable antibacterial wipes. And then I'm using the Clorox wand to clean in the toilet. I love these things. I don't like that, there is some waste, but yet at the same time, I love that it's not a gross toilet brush sitting around all the time. So it's kind of I love it, but I also can see why it would not be good to use because of the heads being thrown away and just a one-time use. But overall, I feel like I do like them, at least for this stage of my life. I really enjoy these. Um, and I have them in most of the bathrooms of my home because I try to get the kids to use them as well. Once I finish up in here, I'm gonna Oh, well, first I thought I was done with that toilet, and then I went to fix this little toilet and like put the seat back on it correctly or whatever, and I saw that it needed cleaned. It apparently had not gotten cleaned correctly. And anyway, so I sprayed Clorox urine remover spray in it to try to get it cleaned up. And um then I move on to the living room and I decide to just sweep up in there today instead of getting out the vacuum cleaner and cleaning. Um, I decided to just sweep up the main areas because it wasn't too bad, and um, overall it wasn't too bad. And I had just recently done a good vacuuming over everything. But we have a real tree this year, and it's our first time ever having one, and so far we're loving it, but it does shed a ton. So even with watering it very often, it still sheds, especially because the small kids cannot help but touch the branches, and the more needles fall off. And you can see here where I just shook it off the tree skirt, and I try to sweep up around it or vacuum up around it every so often, but it's still just a ton of needles there.
Okay, I can't lie. Yesterday I did not get nowhere near as much done as I was hoping to, and I did get a lot done, and I keep telling myself that. I feel like, and I kept telling myself I didn't do enough, I didn't do enough, but I did. I did do enough. I got up, I took my kids to school, I took care of the twins, and I did do some things. I did do some cleaning, so it is good enough. I did a great day, but it's hard not to get down on yourself sometimes. And I was kind of doing that yesterday evening, and I was like, no, I did do quite a bit, and tomorrow's a new day, and maybe I can do even more. And then hopefully by the end of the day or at some point today, I will feel like my mind is back where it needs to be and on top of things, and not near as scatterbrained as I was yesterday and have been lately. So here's to another day of trying to get my life back on track and not be as down in the mental health department, and try to just get, my brain back on track, and try to remind myself that I am important and the world is better with me in it, and my children love me and they're happy to be with me. We actually, as a family, kind of put lunch boxes together last night. They normally just eat what they have at the school,
But every so often, it's nice to let them bring their lunch, and I hope
they have a great day and I have a great day, and I'm able to feel and truly feel the words that the world is better with me in it.
another way to help boost your mood when you're feeling down is to try to get up and get moving. So I made sure and took some time to get on the treadmill and do some walking today. It was so cold outside that I was like, I am not going to be going outside to do a walk. But it was nice to be able to get on the treadmill, and I put on some YouTube videos and things like that on my laptop so I could watch that while I got my heart pumping and tried to get my body moving. And it really does help to pick up your mood and boost your spirits whenever you're feeling down. If you can get moving or do a fun new project or something like that. Um, and I was like doing my arms up and everything, trying to keep blood flow going good, and whatever I could to try to increase my heart rate and just get myself moving and feeling better.
Okay, so I'm hoping to do a sourdough starter today, and I'm also printing out an ebook that I got free on Farmhouse on Boone. On her YouTube channel, she has videos about sourdough starter and taking care of it and everything. And in the description, there was a link to print out an ebook for her favorite sourdough starter recipes or discard recipes. So I wanted to print that out, and I'm gonna get it hole punched and put into this that I have started to put my printed out recipes in, and then I will hopefully get the sourdough starter actually going in a little bit. I'm fairly nervous about it. I've never done it. I've ate sourdough stuff and I love it, but and I've always wanted to do the sourdough starter, but I haven't actually got up the nerve to do it. So today is the day. All right, let's get to it.
So like I said, this is my first time ever doing a sourdough starter. And I am so nervous and anxious, but so excited to do this. And I actually wrap the jar in a towel to try to help keep it warm enough because um, I don't typically keep our house super warm. Um, so I wanted to make sure that it stayed warm enough to keep it alive and fermenting correctly. But anyway, I'm by no means an expert, but so far, it's been several days now, and it still seems to be doing okay. And I continue to feed it to keep it growing and doing all the steps that the directions said. But I'm so excited and nervous to try to make my first thing in hopefully about a week or so. I will be able to actually make something with my sourdough starter.
Okay, so it says I need to feed it pretty much every day 2 tablespoons of flour and 2 tablespoons of water and stir it really good. And I do that for like 3 or 4 days for 3 days. And then on the 4th day, I will, or on the 4th time that I do it, or 5th time. Yeah, on the 4th time that I feed it, I will discard down to half a cup of starter and then feed it with half a cup of water and half a cup of flour. And then after that, it will be repeat step 5 every 12 to 24 hours for 3 to 7 days. And then I do that until the starter has the consistency of pancake batter and is bubbly regularly within a few hours of feeding. And that's when your starter is activated and ready to use. So it looks like it will be like a week or 2 before I will actually get to make anything with it. So I'm happy, I guess, that I'm going ahead and starting this now so that I will get to use it sooner. I'm excited. All right. I think the stuff has finally finished printing, so I will get that hole punched and put in my binder in the back where I have like my from scratch recipes from doing yeast packet bread from scratch, pizza dough and stuff like that. But I'm gonna also have my sourdough stuff back there too. I'm so excited. I can't wait to be able to make my first recipes with it. I'm excited to do like English muffins and bread, and then also to try the sourdough pancake recipe. I think that'll be a lot of fun. All right, putting that in the trash. Let me go get it. Guys, okay, so the ebook thing I printed with, it's like supposed to be, I think, her 10 favorite sourdough recipes. Okay, don't do what I did. I did not realize it would be so many pages, so I was like, well, I'll just print them all out, it'll be fine, and then I can just pick which ones I like later. I printed the whole thing, and this is front and back printing, front and back page printing, and it's still this many pages, and I had to load more paper and it's still printing. So I would say keep it as an ebook or just specifically print out the ones you want. I did not realize it, and I'd done it in color. I just thought, well, this one didn't do it. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it would be, oh boy, I don't know. I was thinking it would be like 10 pages max with it being front and back. So yeah, definitely pay attention to how many pages is printing. That's so much ink. Oh no. Oh well, they do look really good. Like sourdough cinnamon rolls. Oh, yeah, that sounds amazing. Cinnamon maple sourdough apple pie. Bagels. Croutons. Oh my gosh, my oldest son will love if I make some croutons. Cheddar waffles. urban cheese rolls. Ooh, those look really good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try a bunch of these recipes, but yeah, I did not realize I was printing out a book. Like, oh jeez. My husband's gonna be like, do you know how much that costs in ink? Well, all right, let me go get the last pages.
I decided to leave in the clips of me going through and troubleshooting why some of the pages did not print out because this is something that we all have to do, and maybe it will be motivation to help you push through those tedious little things that no one wants to have to do, but we all need to do, or no one wants to do, but we all have to do, I should say. But anyway, I was trying to figure it out, and then I was able to print out just the specific pages that did not initially print. And I'm just telling about that that's what I was doing there because some of the pages, for whatever reason, did not print 12 of the pages. So I was able to go back and print those, but it was 76 pages total. And I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe I did that. But anyway, and then I'm punching holes in the ones that have printed and getting the rest of them done and getting it all put together.
I officially have it in here, and I put a tab that says sourdough, so I will be able to hopefully find it faster. But all these are from this. I'm sure I'll love the recipes, but I also really did not know it was going to be that many pages. Oops, is all I can say. But anyway, and then this is other printed recipes that I have. I did this biscuit recipe the other day, and they were great. And I just found it on Pinterest, and it's just like a quick, easy biscuit recipe or whatever is what it was. But we loved it. So anyway, I'm excited to get my sourdough going. I hate that it's going to be a week or so before I can actually do it, but hopefully in the next video or two, I will have some sourdough recipes for y'all. All right, let's get to everything else that I need to try to do to get myself feeling better. And the only reason I was starting this today and doing this is because I'm hoping it will help bring me a little pep or energy or excitement, and that will help me as well and help my mood. So sometimes starting a new project or something you've wanted to do for a while can really help boost your mood. And I had pretty much everything I needed for this project except the sourdough starter that I got on Amazon, and it's normally like 12, but it went on sale for 10, so I went ahead and bought it. And then the only other thing I bought was the bread flour for it, because the other flour, I have like a big thing of regular all-purpose flour, but it is bleached. So I knew that you're not supposed to use that with sourdough starters, so I bought this unbleached bread flour to use for it instead. So aside from this thing of flour and the starter was all I bought. So it was like, I think $15 total that I spent to start this project, and I have everything else. And then of course I printed out these recipes, but you don't have to print them. So even the cost to print, it's not a necessary one, because you can just use the ebook and look at the recipes on your laptop or phone or something. But I'm really big on having something tangible to hold. So yeah, all right.
One obvious negative about this trash can is that whenever it is full, it is a bit heavier. So, for anyone that does not have the upper body strength, it would be difficult to lift it up and out of there. Um, but as long as you change it and don't just keep pressing it down and packing it in there, it's fine. Um, and now I'm going and folding to put away some more laundry because, like I have said in so many videos, I have never ending laundry. And on these days, I typically do 4 to 5 loads of laundry, whether they're clean and sitting in the basement and I just haven't got to fold and put them away. Like this load clearly looks like it's one of those loads, because some of the stuff looks kind of wrinkled. But anyway, I typically do a lot of laundry on these 2 days of cleaning that I try to do on Monday and Tuesdays. And I'm getting close to the end of the video, and at the very end, I do show several bags of donate stuff that I fill my trunk up with, and a couple boxes of things, and it's all mainly clothes and things of that nature. But I am able to get that taken off and donated, and it feels so good to get all that extra stuff out of my house. And I hope that anybody watching today's video that could relate to feeling down and having some mental health struggles gets the motivation to get up and get moving and try to get your life back on track where it needs to be, and you're able to get your um, brain back in check, and knowing that the world is better with you in it, and that people do love and care about you. And I appreciate you watching my videos. And if that's what it takes, then know that I do appreciate any and everyone that watches my videos and likes it or leaves a comment or anything like that. Um, I really do appreciate y'all. And the world is better with you in it. And there are people that care, whether you realize it or not, and sometimes it's really hard to see and know that in your heart. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe, and also let me know down in the comments if you can relate and have been through some of the same struggles. What are your tips or tricks that have helped you work through it or push past it whenever you just felt like you couldn't do the bare minimum? Um, Anything that might help others or that might help me that I haven't thought of or haven't tried in a while, or um so look down in the comments and maybe it'll help y'all as well as myself. Thank you again for watching. I'll see y'all again next week.